Next one, easy one. Panthers at the Raiders. Panthers just benched Bryce Young. Um, for Andy Dalton. So yeah, gotta let you know how rough it is down there. Yeah, remember Andy Dalton? Yeah, let you know how rough it is. Next, you're looking at the Dolphins at the Seahawks. This one is gonna have to go to the Seahawks. Skylar Thompson. The Dolphins are in trouble. Two is injured. Mostert is injured. Etienne still doing his thing. Obviously, Tyreek, Jalen. But Tua not being there is I think it's gonna make a difference. Skylar had that little run there, and I know they'll say, well, he put up 31 in the playoffs last year. I know, man, but there's tape on them now, so they're in trouble. Dolphins are in trouble, and I hate that because thought they were gonna be there, but I don't know. It's rough without Tua. Still prayers up for him too. Prayers up for him, but I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. They're at the house as well. They're at the house as well. It's a 4-5 game. This next one, definitely chop it up. Definitely. Ravens got mollywopped last week by the Aints Cowgirls. Now, if Alvin Kamara put up 4 total TDs on them, they just ran the ball 200 plus yards down the Cowgirls' throat. Listen, if they do this thing right, I know Ravens are trying to figure out some things still. And that's what I'm going with, by the way. Definitely not picking the Cowgirls. I'm hoping that the offensive coordinator realizes with Derrick Henry, what you do with Derrick Henry, yeah, the first half, you might give him the ball 13 to 14 times, and he's averaging 1 to 2 yards a carry, right? You feeling me? Okay. Here's the thing. You keep giving him the ball because that's going to shoot up in that second half because they still taking a pounding now. You know what I mean? He's busting through the line. Boom, boom, boom. He's wearing them down. So by that fourth quarter, he breaks out that little 40-yard run, that little 50-yard run. So what you got to do, Ravens? I don't understand what you're doing. Don't worry about featuring Lamar if that's what it is. You didn't get any weapons. It's crazy to think about that too. Zay Flowers and your 2 tight ends. But give the ball to Derrick Henry. You saw what the Aints did with Alvin. Let this be the breakout game for Derrick Henry. Y'all got to win. Y'all got to win. Cowgirls down to 1-2. You guys get your first win. So what you got to do? Because Cowgirls are the same too. Just like I was talking about their NFC East rival, the Eagles. Can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. So run the ball. Derrick Henry need to get the ball 30 plus times. I'm just being 100. 30 plus times. 30 plus times. And it's a dub. It's a dub for the Ravens. At the Cowgirls' place. At the Cowgirls' place. That's going to be beautiful. Just do that for me, please. 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 Next game. Lions at the Cardinals. Lions at the Cardinals. Interesting to me, kind of like the Jets and the Patriots. Last week, Lions go down, get their first L. Jared Goff throws 2 interceptions. He has those games. No TDs to go along with that either. Um, Kyler Murray goes ham. As you know, Marvin Harrison uh, broke out, 5 receptions, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half, and then did get the ball in the second half. Very odd, but regardless, still a big dub they got over the Rams, who are just, man, poor Rams. But anyway, let's stay on track. Lions at the Cardinals is interesting to me just because I say, was that a fluke Cardinals? Because Cooper Kupp did go down. Puka Nacua was already out for the Rams. Lions was that a fluke loss, but when you have the turnovers, that kind of is Jared Goff. It's two different questions. Is Jared Goff going to straighten up and get away from the interceptions? Is he going to rebound? I would think yes. Um, I don't see Marvin Harrison doing that in the first half against the Lions. I don't. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with the Lions for sure. I think they're gonna bounce back from that. The loss last weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good there. Looking at the 49ers and the Rams, man, this is crazy because the injuries. The Niners are already missing Christian McCaffrey, right? Um, Besides Christian McCaffrey, Debo went down. And then the latest, George Kittle. George Kittle. So he's questionable for Sunday's game. Wasn't at practice on Thursday. So 49ers are going down like flies. Definitely. And the Rams are as well. Like I said, just talking about what the Cardinals playing them, they got to be down 41-10. And Puka went down in game one. Cooper Kupp went down in game two. Played a few snaps, but yeah. It's time to get the running game going. Matthew Stafford, he's older. I think anybody would need those weapons, but he needs them more than anything because of where he is in his career. But another test, Brock Purdy would argue for real because Brandon Ayuk's trying to get himself into shape. He missed because trying to work out contract negotiations. So not in football shape, and it shows. Will he have a breakout game with Debo being down? Jordan Mason's been doing work for them. Got him on my fantasy. In place of Christian McCaffrey. Now, George Kittle's a big loss because he's not just a receiver. He's a blocker. And all those schemes that Kyle Shanahan likes to run, which I saw when he was in Atlanta, definitely George Kittle is a vital part. And Brock Purdy is going to be without him possibly, and then Debo already, and already without Christian McCaffrey. And people are ready to, get him at the stake. Oh, told you it wasn't good. But here's the test. Let's see. Because the Rams are dismantled. Obviously, Jalen Ramsey's not there anymore with the Dolphins. So let's see what you got. But with that said, this is a hard pick right here, buddy. They still have their defense, the Niners. Greenland. Ward went down. Their cornerback, Ward. Linebacking core, that defensive line, I think, will handle it. And yeah, we're about done turn it over. I'm gonna go with the Niners. Another away squad. The next one, Monday, is the interesting thing here. Monday we have 2 games. Very smart. Monday we have 2 games. One 7:30 ESPN. Jaguars at Bills. Jaguars at the Bills. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. Wow. Um, yeah. I don't know, man. I expected more from Trevor. And it's the beginning of the season, I know. But you get ready to go up against the Bills, Josh Allen. Josh Allen is didn't have to do too much last game because of their running game was so successful. Um, I'm curious to see what he's going to be throughout the season without Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, which is Gabe Davis is down with the Jaguars. So Trevor Lawrence, are you going to have a breakout game? Is this the first game you guys are going to win for the season? Are you going to go down to 0-3? Bills go to 3-0. Part of a pick as it is. Josh Allen is still injured, I believe, as well. And I've been going against the grain, and I'm not going to change it right now. I'm going to say the Jaguars take this up in Buffalo. Trevor Lawrence, I'm not saying he's going to have 300, but I expect him to show something. He did just get paid at the beginning of the season as well. And really nothing to show for it. Like I said, it is the beginning. Time. But you're 0-2. 0-2. 0-3 is not good. Never has been for any squad in NFL history. So, y'all better get the win. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it for you. I'm going with the Jaguars. They're in Florida. And the last game, y'all, the Commanders at the Bengals. Bengals. Joe Burrow. Last week, you fumbled. You know it was your fault. You accepted it. You just barely lost to the Chiefs, but you didn't lose. L is L. But y'all found something, man. And yesterday, T. Higgins, Jamar practicing together alongside. Good sign. They come back, few games, get the rhythm. Joe is already finding his rhythm. Looked great against the Chiefs. Accurate as usual. So I feel like the Bengals are gonna get this, and they're gonna get it good. They're gonna get a nice, wholesome win. Nice wholesome win. They gonna give them a nice little beat down at the crib. Monday night. It's gonna be I don't want to say one to watch because Jaden Daniels. I want to say he's gonna be in the same boat as Caleb, like I was saying with Caleb earlier. As far as it's gonna be a rough year. He's using a lot of his legs, which great, but you got to throw. You need a QB, and you have some nice weapons over there, right? Austin Eckler, obviously not with the Chargers anymore, with Washington now. He's great out of the backfield, as well as McLaurin that he has there. And before injury, I believe he had an injury that took him down middle of last year. So production wasn't the same, but always been a great number one for Washington, even despite their, terrible record and things. So, yeah, Bengals, they're gonna take that and they're gonna take it, get a nice, good job off of that for sure, man.